Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A person who cares for persons or property. A fighter who holds out against attack. A person who cares for persons or property. A person who cares for persons or property. A person who cares for persons or property. Rescue equipment consisting of a buoyant belt or jacket to keep a person from drowning. A skilled worker who is employed to restore or refinish buildings or antique furniture. A cook who preserves fruits or meat. Someone who keeps safe from harm or danger. Someone who escorts and protects a prominent person. A group of men who escort and protect some important person. Someone who has won first place in a competition. Holding first place in a contest. A champion show dog. Someone who is dazzlingly skilled in any field. A person who backs a politician or a team, etc. Protect or fight for as a champion. Someone who fights for a cause. One who accompanies and supervises a young woman or gatherings of young people. Accompany as a chaperone. One who accompanies and supervises a young woman or gatherings of young people. Accompany as a chaperone. One having charge of buildings or grounds or animals. A participant in a date. Someone who escorts and protects a prominent person. The act of accompanying someone or something in order to protect them. Accompany or escort. Accompany as an escort. She asked her older brother to escort her to the ball. An attendant who is employed to accompany someone. Someone who fights, or is fighting. A high-speed military or naval airplane designed to destroy enemy aircraft in the air. Someone who fights for a cause. A member of a fire department who tries to extinguish fires. A performer who pretends to swallow fire. A belligerent grouch. A member of a fire department who tries to extinguish fires. A member of a fire department who tries to extinguish fires. A member of a fire department who tries to extinguish fires. A pitcher who does not start the game. A laborer who tends fires, as on a coal-fired train or steamship. Play in which children pretend to put out a fire. A person who acts as parent and guardian for a child in place of the child's natural parents but without legally adopting the child. A person who acts as parent and guardian for a child in place of the child's natural parents but without legally adopting the child. A device designed to prevent injury or accidents. The duty of serving as a sentry. He was on guard that night. A precautionary measure warding off impending danger or damage or injury, etc. An insurance policy as a good safeguard. Watch over or shield from danger or harm, protect. Guard my possessions while I'm away. Protect against a challenge or attack. American football. A position on the line of scrimmage. Guards must be good blockers. A military unit serving to protect some place or person. A person who keeps watch over something or someone. A position on a basketball team. A posture of defense in boxing or fencing. Keep your guard up. Take precautions in order to avoid some unwanted consequence. Guard against becoming too friendly with the staff. The person who plays that position on a football team. The left guard was injured on the play. The person who plays the position of guard on a basketball team. To keep watch over. There would be men guarding the horses. A large sandwich made of a long crusty roll split lengthwise and filled with meats and cheese, and tomato and onion and lettuce and condiments. Different names are used in different sections of the United States. Greek mathematician and inventor who devised a way to determine the area of a triangle and who described various mechanical devices, 1st century. Someone who fights for a cause. A man distinguished by exceptional courage and nobility and strength. RAF pilots were the heroes of the Battle of Britain. Classical mythology. A being of great strength and courage celebrated for bold exploits, often the offspring of a mortal and a god. Greek mythology. Priestess of Aphrodite who killed herself when her lover Leander drowned while trying to swim the Hellespont to see her. The principal character in a play or movie or novel or poem. One having charge of buildings or grounds or animals. Someone in charge of other people. Am I my brother's keeper? An officer of the law. An officer of the law. Display produced by a device that takes signals and displays them on a television screen or a computer monitor. Any of various large tropical carnivorous lizards of Africa and Asia and Australia. Fabled to warn of crocodiles. Keep tabs on. Keep an eye on. Keep under surveillance. We are monitoring the air quality. Someone who supervises an examination. Someone who gives a warning so that a mistake can be avoided. An ironclad vessel built by federal forces to do battle with the Merrimack. A piece of electronic equipment that keeps track of the operation of a system continuously and warns of trouble. Check, track, or observe by means of a receiver. Electronic equipment that is used to check the quality or content of electronic transmissions. Someone who fights for a cause. A saint who is considered to be a defender of some group or nation. An officer of the law. A member of a military force that is assigned, often with international sanction, to preserve peace in a trouble area. Someone who keeps peace. She's the peacekeeper in that family. The pistol of a law officer in the Old West. Someone who gives a warning so that a mistake can be avoided. A message that helps you remember something. He ignored his wife's reminders. An experience that causes you to remember something. An attendant on an airplane. One having charge of buildings or grounds or animals. A union member who is elected to represent fellow workers in negotiating with management. Someone who manages property or other affairs for someone else. The ship's officer who is in charge of provisions and dining arrangements. Ancient Rome, an official elected by the plebeians to protect their interests. The apse of a Christian church that contains the bishop's throne.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.